Hi everyone, hope you're having a good Christmas and enjoying all the food and chocolate and booze you can get in you. Anyway, I'm doing a review today on the history of the Dalek set for the Dalek Master Plan. Now I know this set came out months ago, but I've just received it as a Christmas present, which I'm very happy with. Now, I don't normally do an unboxing ceremony or anything like that, but I just thought I'd do one for a change. It's kind of unboxing because I've removed the inner plastic. So, as you see, History of the Daleks set 4, the Dalek Master Plan. Just turn it around, and then on the back we have some nice detail. So we have a brief synopsis of the story, and then the history of the props. Which is always interesting. I find that always interesting and fascinating. The sets did cost $19.99, but I believe they've gone down to $12.99. I think the Daleks have, because the last time I checked before Christmas, not all of the sets had gone down. So I would recommend this set if you like your Daleks, as I do. Right, now I do have these two Daleks already from their first release, and I shall run through them. So the Supreme Dalek on the left was first released in 2013 for around the 50th anniversary for Toys R Us exclusive. It came with a first Doctor figure, and this Supreme Dalek was also in the chase because Toys R Us did a set with each Dalek and Doctor. So you had the first, second, third, etc. With a Dalek in it. That was in 2013. And then the Dalek on the right, which is the flamethrower one, or your drone, whichever you prefer, that was released in December 2011, 9 years ago, as part of the Enemies of the First Doctor set, which came with that Dalek, of course, a Roboman and a 10th Planet Cyberman. And that was a set in 2011. The story was transmitted over between November 65 to not sure, January 66, something like that. Might be wrong, but it was 12 parts long. And unfortunately, most of it is missing in the BBC archives. Though if you go onto YouTube, you can see the flame throwing scene, which was done in a small studio in London, Lime Grove, all those years ago. And I'm just thinking nowadays they wouldn't do that. I don't think they'd get away with it, health and safety. But the clip is there, and there's other bits and pieces, clips from Dalek Master Plan, and an odd few episodes do exist. So you will get to see that Supreme Dalek. Right, that's enough about the history. Let us remove them from the box if we can. I said I've already undone the plastic and the string, so I'll just get this out. Right, so let's see what we can get. First one, second, and I'm just going to take out this backdrop. So there we go. We don't need the box. Right, I'll start off with, I'll put him there and this one here. I'm going to touch his flame, which is, you can see here, this orange golden sort of flame. And that just slots into his attachment there. You know what, I wish character had done more Daleks with attachments. Like the Power of the Daleks, sorry, with the mutant scoop. Oh, that would be good. I know you can make one yourself, but I always think I'd like to have the official ones anyway. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to them. So, both nice Daleks have a new shinier metallic paint job. As you can see, it's reflecting off the light. Usual eye stalk can be moved up. Oops, a bit stiff. Up and down, gun arm, up and down. Sorry, not gun arm, that's the gun arm. I mean, it's flamethrower arm. And yeah, this was pretty good because some of the Daleks from the other releases have not been so good. The moulds have not been so good, but this is a really good one. Now we'll do a comparison between the earlier releases of these two Daleks. And the Supreme, same. I always like this colour scheme, the black and the blue. It's always a nice colour scheme. I'm just wondering, does anybody have a favourite Supreme Dalek from over the years? The first one, of course, was in Dalek Invasion of Earth. Saucer Commander, it was a kind of an earlier one with the alternative coloured panels. Then you had the Black Dalek on the ship. The Dalek ship, that is. And then, of course, you had this one, which first appeared in the Chase. And then you had a gold Dalek, it was more like a gold leader in Day. And then it wasn't until, I think, the next time it was referenced in Destiny of the Daleks as a Supreme Dalek, but the next time we've seen one wasn't until 1984 in Resurrection of the Daleks. You had a black Dalek with white hemispheres, and then you had one then in Remembrance of the Daleks, black Dalek with silver hemispheres and silver slats. And then Journey's End, Stolen Earth. Then you had the sort of big red Supreme with the funny clamps on him. Anyway, I've missed one out. How could I miss one out from my very earliest memory? Planet of the Daleks, the big gold and black one with the eye torch was for an eye, and that when it used to flash. That's brief bit of history. Sorry, I'm mumbling because I forgot what I said. That's a brief outline of the Supreme Daleks. I've probably missed some out, but if I have, just let me know in the comments. And don't forget, because the Daleks would want you to do this, is to obey them by hitting that like button and subscribe and sharing it around the universe. If you can't manage that, just around the World Wide Web would be good. Thank you very much. Right, let's get on. So I'm just going to review which one is to hand. I'm just going to take this chap out and do a comparison with the early release of the Supreme Dalek. So, pretty much the same, except metallic paint, and the shoulder section, the gun boxes, has been painted a lighter grey. It's nearly white, but it's kind of a light grey, which is actually, I think, fairly accurate, because I did look up a picture from when they did it on the Chase ones. The eye stalk is the biggest difference. Now, this is painted, of course, you can see, to match the hemispheres of darker blue. But I think the new one is more accurate, because I can't find actual colour photo of this Dalek. But looking at the black and white images, this comes out very light in colour. The rings around the eye on the stalk, so I would say that's more accurate. It looks about the same length. It might be this one. Eye stalk might be a bit longer, but what it has, which is nice, is the closed iris. Oops, my finger's in the way, as you can just see. Whereas this just is a standard one, and the metallic paint job does make it look better. So pretty much the same. Yeah, pretty much the same. Spin you around. Dome lights I thought might be different, but no, they're the same. So that's that. So take him out of the way. Take him out of the way. I like Blue Peter used to say, or maybe you do say, here's one I made earlier. So there we go. Right, here are the two flame-throwing Daleks. Right, so the one on the right is the new one, and the one on the left is the first release. As I said, that came out in 2011. So, both have open irises. This one is a bit better painted than that one. Flamethrower attachment is a bit different. It's more a bit more translucent and more of a gloss sort of finish, which is much better than the sort of dull matte version of the first release. Hemispheres are slightly different, as opposed to, I think, a paler blue than this one, but this all has a metallic finish. And the dome lights on this one, as you can see, just move your gun there. I hope you can see it. I'll try actually. I know what I'll do. I'll just tip them forward. You may be able to see. I don't know. I'm afraid. No, my arms are getting in the way. So there's a simple solution. Just bring them in nearer then. So as you can see, the new ones are a light yellow, and these are more of an orange, which I think is quite nice because it makes them kind of a bit of a different Dalek. Whoops, sorry, we've crashed. Technical difficulties. Blame the Daleks for that. And the eye stalk, again, the rings are totally different here. This is a lighter blue, and they go, of course, which they should do, from small, large, and then back down to decreasing size to small. Of course, decreasing means duh. And I think the eye stalk is a bit longer on this one, which again I think is more accurate. To show you the reverse. So again, better paint job on that one. And the neck rings are more in line of the newer one than the older one. So I've done much better on this one. So there we have the two flamethrowers. And I shall just take this old one out for the moment and bring back in the new Supreme. And there we have a brief review, hope you've liked it, of the Dalek Master Plan set, which also is known as History of the Dalek set number 4. I hope they do more History of the Dalek set, because the next one up would be Day of the Daleks. No, I'm jumping again. That would be once again. No, it would be Power of the Daleks. So I'm not sure what they could do with them, because it's just normal Daleks in that. Perhaps they could do a Mutant Scoop one. That would be good. And then, of course, you'd have Evil of the Daleks, which I dare say they would bring out the Embrigar Dalek, which is basically a standard Dalek with a black dome. And then when it does get to Day of the Daleks, which would be set number, if they do it, would be 7, because this would be 5, 6, 7. I'd like to see the gold Dalek with a sort of a dark gold mesh instead of painted black as the first release. But I don't know if that is going to happen. I don't know what's happening. But, yep, overall, very happy with these. And the backdrop is, of course, the Dalek spaceship. I think Al Jew has done a good job on these. And that's it. So, in the meantime, enjoy the rest of Christmas. And have a happy new year. And be safe. And hopefully 2021 will be better for all of us. Until then, just go forward in all your beliefs. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. And prove to me that I am not mistaken in mine. Bye.